Hello everyone and welcome to English Pod. My name is Marco.
Hi guys, my name is Catherine, and today we're talking about something that is a little bit private.
That's right, but very necessary to learn in English because it's very, very useful.
That's right. So we're talking about clothing, more specifically underwear. So the clothes you wear under your clothes.
That's right. Okay, so let's just jump into the dialogue. Let's see what happens today, and we'll be back in a bit.
Lily, I found a pair of men's boxers in the laundry machine this morning.
What? That's weird. Are they your boyfriend's?
Nah, Kevin only wears briefs. Plus, this pair is extra small.
What do they look like?
They're light blue with thin pink stripes. Oh, and there's a Snoopy on it, which is hilarious.
Those are my undies.
Vocabulary: boxers, briefs, boxer briefs, trunks, underwear, undergarments, waistband, fly, snug fit, loose fit, tagless, cotton fabric, breathable, supportive, moisture wicking, seamless, stretchable, compression, innerwear, mesh panel.
All right, so a lot of great vocab there. Let's take a look at that now on Language Takeaway.
Language takeaway.
Boxers are loose-fitting underwear that provide comfort and breathability. Briefs are tight-fitting underwear that offer more support and a snug fit. Boxer briefs combine the length of boxers with the snug fit of briefs. Choosing between boxers and briefs depends on comfort and activity level. The waistband keeps the underwear in place around your waist. Some underwear have a fly, a front opening for convenience. Materials like cotton are soft and breathable, ideal for underwear. Supportive underwear helps hold everything comfortably in place.
So the first thing we have here in language takeaway is actually very interesting, Marco, because we don't say one underwear or one boxers. We say a pair of, just like pants, a pair of pants or a pair of underwear.
A pair of pants, a pair of shorts, of socks. The same thing goes for underwear. So I really don't know why, because it's one piece.
So are pants, but
Right.
basically you have two holes, two places for your legs. So anything with your legs, your socks, your shoes, your pants, your underwear.
You need a pair.
We say a pair because you've got the both sides, left and right.
Okay. All right, so you got a pair of men's boxers. Now, before we describe the underwear part, let's take a look at this other machine, a laundry machine.
Okay, so you know what a machine is. It's usually something that uses electricity to help us with a task or a job. But a laundry machine is special because it helps us clean our laundry. What kind of things are laundry?
So anything that's your clothes. So basically, it's also called a washing machine, right? So laundry machine or washing machine, same thing.
It uses water and soap to wash your clothes.
That's right. Okay, so now let's get into the type of underwear here, specifically for men. Usually, we have boxers, boxer shorts.
That's right. So shorts means that they're not long, they're short. But boxers, or boxer shorts, as you say, are usually pretty loose. They're not very tight, and they're longer than the other kinds of underwear we have.
Okay, so boxers are a type of underwear that men wear under their clothes, and as you say, they're pretty much shorts.
Right.
But they're called boxers, or you can call them boxer shorts. Now, I guess the classic or the common form of men's underwear are called briefs.
Briefs. Now, these are smaller than boxers, and they're tighter. Okay. And they are usually made out of some kind of material that stretches. You can pull them a little bit. And this is again a smaller version, a smaller kind of underwear.
That's right. So boxers are more like shorts. Briefs are kind of and briefs are not really shorts. They're more like I guess kind of like a swimming suit. They look like.
Yeah, like a bathing suit bottom for men.
Okay. Now, that's it, right?
Undies.
Okay. Undies. Okay, so both these things we could actually describe as undies.
That's right. So undies is a common spoken language way of saying underwear. Okay, so it's very casual. And it's usually something that we say with our family or friends. Especially moms like to say this with their kids.
Undies.
All right, honey, I'm going to buy you some new undies this week. And of
Okay.
course, as a child, you feel very embarrassed. But undies is a way to say underwear.
All right. Okay, so that's all the vocab that we have for you on Language Takeaway. Why don't we listen to our dialogue again? And we'll be back in a bit with Fluency Builder.
Lily, I found a pair of men's boxers in the laundry machine this morning.
What? That's weird. Are they your boyfriend's?
Nah, Kevin only wears briefs. Plus, this pair is extra small.
What do they look like?
They're light blue with thin pink stripes. Oh, and there's a Snoopy on it, which is hilarious.
Those are my undies.
All right, we're back. So now let's take a look at some descriptive words in Fluency Builder.
Fluency Builder.
Boxers are loose and comfortable underwear. They let air flow, so they keep you cool. Many people like boxers because they are relaxed and easy to wear. Briefs, on the other hand, are tight and supportive. They fit closely to your body and give good support, especially when you are active. Some people prefer briefs for sports or exercise. Boxer briefs are a mix of both. They have the length of boxers but fit tightly like briefs. This makes them comfortable and supportive at the same time. The waistband is the elastic band that keeps underwear in place. Some underwear have a fly, which is a front opening for convenience. Most underwear is made from cotton because it is soft and breathable. Breathable fabric helps air circulate and keeps your skin dry. Supportive underwear holds everything in place and feels comfortable all day.
All right, so as you said, Marco, we have a lot of great phrases today and some words for describing underwear. And you can describe other things with these words as well. The first one we have is a phrase, extra small.
Okay, so when you buy underwear, the sizes, you sometimes get small, extra small, large, medium, but it's just a way of describing how big it is.
Right, so you know the S, the M, and the L are small, medium, and large. But if you see the XS, that's extra small, it means it's very small. All right, we also have XL, which is extra large.
That's right. Okay, so now that we've described the size, now we're going to describe a little bit of how they look like, the colors, and maybe any characteristics. So the first thing that we see is the color is light blue.
Okay, so we've got blue, which is normal blue. We have light blue, which is maybe the color of the sky on a beautiful summer day. There's also, we didn't hear it in today's dialogue, but there's another color. It's dark blue, which is almost more like purple or black.
That's right. So this is the way of describing a color. Now it can be for any color except white. You don't really say light white or dark white.
Yeah, you don't. So you could say light green, light orange, dark orange.
Okay, and now some characteristics. They had some thin pink stripes. So we have the word here, thin.
So not fat, thin.
Pink, we have the color, but what are stripes?
Okay, stripes are a very common design for clothes, and you often see stripes. They're like lines. Okay, and so that means that you have different lines that are pink. You often see stripes on flags. So, for example, the American flag has red and white stripes.
Okay, very good. So, as you said, they're lines. And yeah, usually in clothing you can find maybe shirts that have vertical stripes or sometimes even horizontal stripes.
Yes, but these undies are quite unique. They're very special because they have pink stripes.
That's right. Okay, so that's all the language we have for you. Why don't we listen to our dialogue one last time, and we'll be back in a little bit.
Lily, I found a pair of men's boxers in the laundry machine this morning.
What? That's weird. Are they your boyfriend's?
Nah, Kevin only wears briefs. Plus, this pair is extra small.
What do they look like?
They're light blue with thin pink stripes. Oh, and there's a Snoopy on it, which is hilarious.
Those are my undies.
All right, so in this case, we're talking about men's boxer shorts because there was a confusion about the boyfriend. But women also wear boxer shorts. It's very popular now among women.
Yeah, it is. It's usually something that women wear over their underwear. Women don't really wear boxer shorts as underwear. Women's underwear is smaller. It's like men's briefs. They're small.
Okay, so if a girl wears boxers, then it's usually for maybe if they're just around the house and you don't want to wear pants and you don't want to wear shorts, you can just wear a pair of comfortable boxer shorts.
Exactly, like they were pajamas.
Okay. And actually, I think a lot of girls also use boxer shorts as pajamas, right?
That's right.
Okay.
They're comfortable and they're light and, they're usually made from cotton, which is a nice material to sleep in.
Now, when we're talking about briefs, there's also another way that I've heard that they're called sometimes, a more maybe funny way of calling them. Some people say they're called tidy whities.
That's right. This is usually something we say to joke because in America, at least, young men like to wear boxers.
Right.
And so they call briefs tidy whities.
Because usually their briefs are just white. They're plain. They don't have any
plain.
design or any other color.
No, they're plain and they're white usually or gray, and they're tight, not like boxers. So the casual name, this is not something you want to say to your English teacher, by the way. The casual name or the funny name is tidy whities.
Tidy whities. And actually, this is very interesting because with newer generations, I think men are wearing boxers instead of briefs. Before, I think the only option was briefs.
Exactly.
But now boxers have grown more and more popular, and I think when you're a little kid, your mom always buys you little briefs and everything, but then when you're a teenager, I think you just switch over to boxers.
It's not as cool anymore to wear briefs.
Yeah, I think it's the whole fact of how kids sometimes dress with saggy or baggy pants, and so they like to show their boxers.
That's right.
Underneath for some reason.
I don't really understand it.
Now more information about this podcast.
Today, we talk about two types of men's underwear, boxers and briefs. Boxers are loose and comfortable. They let air flow, so they keep you cool. Briefs are tight and supportive. They fit close to the body and give more support, especially when you are active. Boxer briefs combine both styles. They are tight like briefs but longer like boxers. Men's underwear habits in India, Pakistan, Indonesia, Malaysia, and African countries. Men's underwear habits vary widely in different countries depending on culture, climate, and lifestyle. In India and Pakistan, many men, especially in cities, wear common types of underwear like boxers and briefs. These styles are popular among the younger generation and those who follow global fashion trends. However, in rural areas, some men still wear traditional clothes like lungi or dhoti, which are loose garments often worn without underwear because of the hot climate and comfort. In Indonesia and Malaysia, Western-style underwear such as boxers and briefs is very common among men. These countries have warm and humid weather, so men prefer underwear made from lightweight, breathable fabrics like cotton to stay cool and comfortable all day. Since these countries have diverse cultures and religions, clothing styles can vary, but underwear types are quite similar to global styles. In many African countries, underwear habits depend on the region and cultural traditions. In large cities and towns, men usually wear Western-style underwear similar to other parts of the world. However, in rural and traditional areas, men may wear simpler garments or traditional clothes instead of underwear. For many, underwear is important for hygiene and comfort, especially in warmer climates. Overall, men's underwear choices in these countries reflect a mix of traditional and modern influences. Climate plays an important role, so comfort and breathability are key factors everywhere. Urban areas tend to follow global fashion trends, while rural regions maintain local customs. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more fun and easy English lessons.
All right, we'll see you guys there.
Bye.
Bye.